where you wanna be, cause you know we gon' talk about it. Let's talk about it. Yeah. Get in here, we in here tonight. So get in here, we in here to vibe.
Hey y'all, hey y'all, hey y'all. Hey everybody. I got my camera all set up for bingo. Shoot, I'll have to I guess I could fix it. Hey y'all, we're gonna have less trolls in here now, honey. What in the world was these trolls on, baby? What was these trolls on? I'm gonna fix the camera. Hold on, y'all. So I can come on live with y'all. I gotta move it. Oh, you know what, Jay? I could change the camera, can't I? Mm-hmm. I didn't even think so. I was thinking, you know what I was thinking? I was thinking I had to have the other camera on. Hold on. Oh, I am such an idiot, babe. Oh my God, Jay. The bingo camera. I think I'm on live. I think. I got this virtual thing behind me. Let me take this virtual thing off. If I take the virtual background off, then it look like I'm at a wall. I don't want to look cool. Let me pick me a background right quick, y'all. Hold on. Y'all remember that background? Do y'all remember that background? Hold on. I'm trying to get out the way of it. Do y'all remember that back? I don't even know if they can see it. This one's cool. I like this one. Hey, y'all. I am back, y'all, with my virtual background. I had to go out to my car and get the iPad. But I opened the door and I got scared because it was dark outside. So I thought the boogeyman was out there. Oh, you know what? Y'all, I got my light that y'all bought me, but it's not on here yet. So that's why I'm looking dark as hell, because my light is not on. She said, there she is. Now, do we have any trolls in here now? Are any trolls in here? She said, it's a tad dark. Y'all want me to light it up? Hold on a second. I'll be back. Hold on. I think it's over here. I get it, baby. Here you go, right here. I saw it the other day, so I know it's somewhere on the top.
Look in there.
In this one right here?
The one below it.
All right, hold on. It just made me look extremely dark.
It was on the side or something.
I know I saw it. I'll look for it, baby. I think it's in that box. Yeah, that's it. Okay, thank you. All right, y'all, hold on. I got a light. I don't know how bright this one would be, but you think it'll work? All right, hold on, y'all. Let me open this light. We gotta plug it in, don't we? I didn't know you had to do all that. You gotta do all that? Okay. You know, I forgot about this camera. I think it's, oh, let me see. Don't you get to adjust it or something? Oh, what about now, y'all? It look weird to me. It look. Oh my God! Like, oh shoot! It looks weird. It made me look big. I look big. To me.
How light make you look big?
I don't know, baby. It just makes me look big. The light made me look bigger.
You about to go in the back.
Because I said the light makes me look bigger. You can sit, baby. You can be right here. Just listen to me. You can sit here and get in our conversation.
No.
Hell, why you playing it? Make me look like I got some eyebrows. Y'all, I had to unbutton my pants. I swear to Jesus. Okay, go on back there then. Because now you want to be in my conversation. I said I had to unbutton my pants to sit down. He up here talking about why they need to know that. Hey y'all. What happened to them trolls? So I guess YouTube just let anybody up in there, honey. Trolls and all. Hey, Miss White. Hey y'all. Hey everybody. Hey everybody. This light got me looking like I got a big face. It even make my bumps bigger on my face. I do have some bumps on my face. So. I do. And then she said, Saga Part 2, calling it Amore on the Loose. Amore on the Loose, Lord. Help us, Jesus. I ain't gonna ever be in another saga. I'm gonna let y'all have them. They ain't for me, baby. You hear me? Segment, saga. Somebody said it's called a segment. Some people call it saga. Some people call it segments. Y'all can have them segments. Okay. She said, Jay, you want to come co-host, baby? You want to come co-host? Let me go get a water, y'all. I'm thirsty. I'll be back. Y'all. I got to get me a bottle of water. Use a meanie, baby. Let me have a water. This is the last bottle. I don't see no more. I'm for real. There is no more. Y'all know my famous robe. I love it, honey. I had to get me some H2O. She said Jay wants to co-host. She said, I want to see the Jana Moore show. Jay, you want to do a show with me? No. Why you say it like that? He says, no, I don't do social media, and I told you that. Jay think he G14, 15, 17 classified, okay? You can't tell Jay that he ain't the shiznits, okay? Baby, that was just one thing. He's talking about something. I just watch y'all for the last year and a half. Do you think I want to be a part of that shit? Jay used to ask me all the time, is this shit over yet? Is this shit over yet? When is this shit gonna be over? Is this shit over yet? She says, what you chopping it up about today, Amore? Child, this is my second time coming live. I was live and my mods was battling off some robots, some whatever you want to call it. But we talking about a little bit of our what happened today with me, honey. And that is we went house shopping. She said, I don't blame them. I know. Jay said, get somebody else to do it. Jay said, ain't nobody got time for that. Jay said, no, baby, he ain't doing it, child. Jay said, I ain't for social media. Social media ain't about to mess up my life. Social media will only mess up your life if you are faking the funk, okay? If you can be who you are on and off the camera, then you ain't gotta switch it up. You know what I mean? All my friends from school, all my military friends, everybody, white, black, Chinese, whatever, can tell you I'm the same. I'm the same. I'm just gonna go on and get this person up out of here. And the reason being is because it just seemed like they on some junk. So I just got them up out of here. We ain't talking about that over here, okay? We ain't talking about that over here at all. Hey, Milan, who was on the last live that was acting crazy? They had all them bots in there. What in the world was going on with that? Jay said, Jay said he ain't for them streets. Jay don't want to get cut. Jay said, I ain't about to go there and spill no blood. I told him, I said, babe, they got your picture on Facebook of you in uniform. He said, I don't care. I don't see it. I was like, okay. She said, I was no more straight YouTube. You don't like the straight YouTube? She said, I have 2 Facebook pages, one for everybody back home and my people here. I don't want my village people in my business. Yeah. How often do you go home, Bokamosa? How often do you go home? She said, I totally agree because being myself is so stressless. It is. Being yourself, you know? Just being who you are. Now, I will say, even though I'm myself, had some of my military friends heard me cussing people out, they would have been like, God damn, I knew you was hardcore, but damn. You know. But I've been out of the military since 2015. 2000 and what? I got out 2015. Why do you say 13? Do y'all hear Jay with all the jokes? Jay swear my last 2 years in the military, I did not work. I had a job and they paid me, okay? But he said, I haven't worked since 2013. Jay, that's kind of messed up, though, now that I think about it. She said, did you ever go in a war zone or more? Yes, I did. I went to Iraq. I went to Iraq in 2008. It was Iraqi. Baby, was mine 07, 08 or 08, 09? 07, 09, 08. She said, I believe Jay for some reason. You got them believing that I didn't work for 2 years, baby. I worked. He didn't like my schedule, okay? I came and went as I pleased. And he, you know, because he outranked me, he always thought like, you know, why they let me just do whatever I want to do. He was jealous, okay? He was jealous because he had to work. I did work, though. I worked at my own pace. She said the trolls were actually being okay with you. They worse in break room chat. Oh, for real? What they be saying in break room chat? Mm-hmm. She said, Jay be all in the business. Tell him to just come on the panel. They said you might as well come on the panel because you be all up in the business. You might as well come on the panel. Grab a link, baby. I'm going to drop it for you. He said, I'm watching the game. Did y'all hear him? Jay said, I got out of the military in 2013. You know you're wrong for that. She said, did you ever have to jump out of a plane or a helicopter while being in the military? Jay did. Did I? Hell no. I never jumped out of no plane or no helicopter. That's called airborne, and I was not airborne. Bae, did you really do that? What am I talking about? I'm done with you. I'm done with you. I am so done with you. Jay was airborne, y'all. She said Jay ain't stunting us. No, Jay is stunting us. Jay trying to get bopped upside the head with this box. She said, Amore, you know, you remember you hid in the ditch, and I did. Sergeant Davis was his name. Girl, I was in Fort Jackson, South Carolina when that happened, girl. Do you hear me? Laid flat out, girl, and he saw me. He did, girl. That was so funny. That was so funny. She said, Jay ain't messing with us crazy folks. She said, Amore, you should do it. It's exhilarating. What I should do? Jump out of a plane? Absolutely not. Jay jumped out of a plane. The thing that I did do, let me tell you what I did do. Let me show you what I did. Let me show you. It's called, let me tell you what I did. Hold on. This is, hold on. This is what I did. Oh, no, not that. That's not what it's called. This is what I did right here. Let me see if I can pull it up. I'm going to show you. It was scary at the time. Well, it was scary in the beginning, but then it wasn't scary no more. So this is what I did. Let me see if they're going to do it. I repelled. You see that? I did that shit. But it was higher than that, though. I repelled from tall buildings, okay? Well, a tall building. I repelled. I thought it was going to show. Oh, hold on. Maybe I'll show another one. That's what I did. You see that bull crap? I did that. But it was taller buildings. This looked like some old. That what I just showed y'all looked like some old easy ass shit. But I repel from tall buildings. That's about the extent of me jumping off of anything. Okay. We had a harness around our pelvic area and a rope we held on to, and we on a wall, we jumped off backwards. We jump off backwards and you rappel down all the way down to the ground. So I repelled, but jumping out of a plane, no, but my husband did, and he actually hit his head. My husband hit his head on a tree stump, and that's how he got TBI. My husband has a TBI. It's called a traumatic brain injury. But that joke was crazy before then. But anyway, he said it causes fogginess sometime. I think he just used it as an excuse when he's trying to ignore me. She said, I can't do none of that. Yes, you can. She said, did your feet hurt? No, my feet didn't hurt. I'm going to be honest with you. At first, I was scared as hell because I don't like heights at all. But you know what? I don't like heights, but once you're up there and once you're doing it, it's okay. Oh, she said, I repelled as a paramedic. See? Sure, repelled too. I repelled from tall ass buildings. Okay. But no, it didn't hurt my feet. You just be scared you're going to, I don't know, fall or some shit. But I was scared, but you can't be scared when you up there, honey, because they'll push your ass. You hear me? They will push you. You better be holding on. She said, is that what happened to your knee? Didn't you say you have a knee problem? No, let me tell you what happened to my knee. I had a rucksack on my back and I was running because when they say double time, you run. So I was running with a 40-pound rucksack on my back and I fell forward with the rucksack. I was running down a hill and I fell forward and I bust my kneecap. And I'm telling you, it's been, oh my God, it's painful. I'm pretty sure I'm one day have surgery on my knee. I just don't know when. This knee hurts so bad sometimes it feels like it's gonna give out on me. It's my left knee. It's my left knee, honey. That knee be woo, child. She said, what's a rucksack? Oh, y'all don't know what a rucksack is? It's like a big ass backpack. A rucksack. Let me show you what a rucksack is. I'm up here talking to y'all like y'all knew. I'm talking to y'all like y'all knew. I was in full gear too. Let me show you what a rucksack is. It's this damn thing right here. But it'd be a different color. And it was this right here. I had this on my back, one of these, something like this. Hold on. I had this on my back and I was running. It's like a big backpack with a whole bunch of gear in it, you know? When you go into the field or whatever, you got to take your stuff with you. So that's your sleeping bag in there. That's your food. That's your clothes. If you got clothes or PT gear, a change of PT clothing or whatever. Your underwear, your toothpaste, your toothbrush. That's everything. Your hair products, that's everything. Or sometimes if you're just doing training, you might just pack it with anything. You can just put clothes in it. You just got to be 40 pounds. But your rucksack's supposed to be your gear, your stuff, you know? You put everything that you need to go to the field, and it's going to help you through those small time, you know, that time. I was in the field for 13 days. 13 days, your girl was in the damn field, using bathrooms behind trees and in bushes because the outhouses was stinky and smelly and nasty, and I would rather use the bathroom out in the public and behind a bush than go in those outhouses, which they call it now porta johns. Porta potties, porta johns, porta potties. They stink, they smell, they're disgusting, and I don't like them, and I feel claustrophobic. She said, "Amor, look at the comments, please, about your surgery." Where? Who wrote about my surgery? Who said something about the surgery? She said, "Have surgery ASAP, please." Because what? Get it done now. Yeah, I'm gonna when we get settled in, I'm gonna talk to the doctor. She said, "We ain't do that shit in the Air Force. I ain't jumping from shack with no rucksack either." Man, I'm gonna tell you, Air Force people had it going on. I ain't even gonna lie. You know, we was jealous of y'all. Not really jealous. You know, we weren't jealous. But we just thought that y'all got away with every damn thing. Y'all didn't have to do nothing. That's how we felt anyway. Y'all got to wear y'all hair pretty. Y'all got to wear fingernail polish. We got to wear fingernail polish, but it had to be a neutral color, like something that blended in with your skin. She said, "Amor, you should go to Fort Sam for your surgery." Where is Fort Sam? Is that in Dallas? But I do, she said, because the older we get, surgeries are risky and longer to recover. Yeah, I do need to have knee surgery though, or something. It's another surgery they've been wanting to give me. I don't know if I want to have though, but it's the so I have what you call I'm about to jack up the word. I know y'all gonna correct me. It's called a hiatal hernia, whatever. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Those that know, hiatal hernia, something like that. Hiatal hernia, whatever. But anyway, it's something that is causing my stomach. No, it's something that's causing she did say stomach or something is causing it to come up my esophagus, whatever it is. And it makes my food want to come back up. So if I eat a lot, which I can't at one time, I have to eat smaller portions or whatever, because if I eat a lot at one time and get really, really full, my food will come up. I have what you call acid reflux. And I've had it for years, and they want to do the surgery on me, but it's like, I think they said like I'll have to eat soft foods for like 3 weeks. Like, who the hell can do that? Who the hell can eat soft foods for 3 weeks? Yeah, that word right there. Hiatal hernia, something like that. So they want to fix it. She said, I have that too, but no surgery. Oh, you haven't had surgery? Yeah, so I've been avoiding it. They've been telling me, well, you know, it will probably do you some good, or I'll be on medicine. So I take medicine now. But she said, you are so hard-headed, Amor. I am, because there's a whole list of stuff that they said I can't eat, and I'm sure I'm going to eat it. She said, I suffer from endometriosis. The bloating is out of control. I've had too many surgeries for this mess. Anyone else have it and know what to do for the bloating? Where do you bloat at? In your stomach? She said, you can do it. Soft foods for 3 weeks? Ooh, Jesus. She said, I've had surgery on my umbilical hernia a few months ago. I don't even know what that is, but she said, I know exactly what hernia you're talking about, almost like an inguinal hernia, because I had the surgery in 2016. Oh, wow. She said, it caused by spicy foods, or you're just prone to it. No, I think it's caused by spicy foods. Okay, so let me tell you what they said. They told me it wouldn't be so bad if I stopped eating spicy foods, chocolate, anything, like a lot of stuff with caffeine in it. Ketchup, tomatoes, sauces, like certain sauces. I already said spicy. Yeah, some of stuff like that. And I said, you just asking me to roll up and die. Like, come on. Who cannot eat chocolate? Every now and again, I need some chocolate in my life. Yeah. So I may have to have the surgery. She said, I had a hysterectomy at 30 because there were not enough studies on it, and they thought it would cure it. Oh, wow. She said, yes, your stomach looked like you're pregnant. Oh, for real? But I heard that if I have the surgery, that who's had the surgery? Let me know. Raise your hand if you've had the surgery, because I have questions. But I heard that if you have it, you can't belch again. You can't burp, like belch. It said you're going to want to, but you're not going to be able to. Is that true? Like, can you imagine trying to burp because you have to burp, but you can't? It said, oh, you're not going to be able to burp. I'm like, how can you not burp? Deanne, that's what it is. It's acid reflux. She said, what the F? No way I can cut all that out. That's what I'm saying. No way I can cut all that out. 23 years old and 19 years old. It started after my C-section with my son, the 19-year-old. Have you went to more than one doctor, J-Lu? Let me tell y'all, I don't let just one doctor give me advice on stuff. I don't. Even with my cancer, I went to 3 different doctors. I'm not about to let them do nothing major on me without knowing that, they ain't about to experiment me. So I went to 3 different doctors about my, to find out about the lumpectomy. Ooh, my fingernails look bad. About the lumpectomy, and then the double mastectomy and all that stuff. I went to 3 different doctors to find out that it was cancer. She said, hey, Amora, I'm just showing love. Hey, chat. Hey, Danielle, thanks for showing love, babe. We just talking about, I don't know, we talking about a little bit of everything. Acid reflux, surgeries. I done had a whole lot of surgeries. I'm not afraid to have surgery. But I got to figure out what I want to fix first. My knee or my esophagus. I've even had to have my esophagus stretched. They had to stretch my esophagus because I was eating popcorn one night and I was like, I felt like I got a popcorn stuck in my throat. I literally was freaking out in the middle of the night. Like it was bad. And I went to the emergency room and I'm like, I can't breathe. And they were like, but you're talking. And I'm like, but I can't breathe. And they were like, how long has it been since you couldn't breathe? I was like, 30 minutes or so. They was like, ma'am, you can't breathe for 30 minutes. I'm like, I can't breathe. I can't breathe. It felt like I couldn't breathe. And she was like, but you're talking. And I'm like, but I can't breathe. I can't breathe. So they gave me some nasty stuff to coat my throat. And she was like, try to swallow. Man, it was crazy. But she said, you sound like my daughter. But I couldn't breathe. They was like, ma'am, you can breathe. Listen, I had a panic attack one time. They had to come out to my house. The ambulance came to the house, baby, pulled up loud too. All the neighbors, what's going on? What's going on? And I thought I couldn't breathe. I could breathe, but I was breathing like this. It was just a panic attack. And they came, and listen, my neighbor came. Listen, she rubbing my leg. She's like, it's okay, Amor. She was a PA, physician assistant. She was like, breathe, breathe. And I don't even know how I had a panic attack. They called Jay. Jay said he ran every red light. We lived 45 minutes from work, from the base. And Jay was at work. Jay said, I ran every red light to get here. You hear me? I just had an anxiety attack. I started getting real hot and flustered. Then all of a sudden, I just felt like I couldn't breathe. Like, I can't breathe. I can't breathe. So my son went and ran and got the neighbor. Because my neighbor was a PA. So she came over. But we ended up calling the ambulance because by me not being able to breathe, but by me thinking I couldn't breathe because I was having a panic attack. So my blood pressure was going up, things like that or whatever, which I don't have no blood pressure problem. But I was freaking myself out, what she was saying. I was sending myself into panic mode. That was in 2012. That hasn't happened since 2012. But it was crazy. She said a panic attack is no joke. It sounds so minor, but it's unexplainable for me. I had to call 911 two lights from the hospital, and then they act like you're crazy at the desk. Yeah, they did not act like I was crazy. They said, oh, you just had a panic attack. Yeah, but I went in through the ambulance though. I could not calm myself down. I was just like panting real hard and real fast, and it was just crazy. And I don't even know what I was panicking about. Look at Puff Daddy in the chat, y'all. Who is this? Look at Puff Daddy. What up, Puff Daddy? P. Diddy came by the crib. Check this out. Hey, P. Diddy. No, I'm just kidding. P. Diddy said, what up? Yeah, it was a very scary experience. She said, I suffer from anxiety more than panic attacks. Yeah, that panic attack was crazy. She says, I have like 6 to 8 gallon gallstones that my doctor keep telling me to remove. I swear I keep ducking that surgery appointment. When I get a flare up, I be in tears. Girl, you better have that removed. Oh, I don't even know how that, it sounds. I've never had it, but I heard people, it'll come out of your urine. Girl, I heard that thing will come out of your urine. You know what I'm talking about? Now that'll hurt. Some people said they have peed it out. And y'all know, not trying to be nasty, but where our urethra, I think that's what it's called, where our urine come out of, is that what it's called, y'all? That thing's small. Can you imagine a gallstone coming out of that? I heard some people pee them out and it's painful as hell. I would go and get those removed expeditiously. Now that's a surgery I would not wait on. See, she just said it. She said, please have that gallstone surgery. I had it because my stones was way too big to pass through the urine. See? Oh, Jesus. She said, hey, puppy, where you be? She said, no more. Those are kidney stones. Aren't they the same? Kidney stones, gallstones, they the same, aren't they? Kidney stones, gallstones. Well, they stones. I heard them damn stones will bring you to tears. I heard they hurt so bad they will bring you to tears, baby. Y'all better stop playing. Kidney stones that will come out of your urine. Oh, it's kidney stones that come out of your urine? Oh, Jesus. Mercy, Lord. Do y'all know my baby girl was born with her, I don't know if I should tell y'all this, but I'm going to tell y'all anyway because it's not like she's on social media. And some of y'all nurses may know what I'm talking about, but her skin was closed over her vajayjay. Y'all, I don't even know what it's called. Have y'all ever heard of that? Or does that sound weird? But she had to have surgery, and they just had to take a knife and cut it open. But they looked, and she has all her tools and everything. But I had never heard of that. My daughter was literally born with that her skin, it was covering up her vajayjay. And the doctors was mad at me. They were like, Mommy, you didn't know? I didn't know. I just wondered why my daughter was crying all the time, like screaming. And she was a baby. And I was like, I took her to the doctor. So let me tell you, this is disgusting. So this is a warning for those that, can't take grossness. But they tried to give her a catheter to try to find out what was wrong with her. A catheter is when they try to insert this tube into your I don't know the word. I don't know medical terms like that, but her pee-pee hole. But it was bleeding. And they're like, why is it bleeding? So, it was blood. And they was like, what is going on? And so they went down there and they looked. And that's when they found out that her vajayjay was closed. Yeah, urethra. And they was mad at me. They was like, Mom, you didn't know, Mom? She was still a baby. You know what I'm saying? I was like, no what? No what? They was like that her vajayjay wasn't open. It wasn't open or whatever. But anyway, she had to have surgery. I thought it was the wackiest, tackiest thing ever. They had to, the doctor explained it to me. They had to do an incision, and they told me, they was like, so if we do that, we have to look to see, does she have her girl parts or whatever, to see if she could ever have a child. But she did. She had everything. I thought it was crazy. She said, was she peeing? Hell yeah, she was peeing. I mean, I thought she was peeing. Shit. I was changing wet diapers. She said, how the doctors didn't catch it. Exactly. Why they asking me how the doctors didn't catch it, and they asking me why I didn't catch it at home. Shit. Y'all sent her home with me. Why you didn't tell me? She said, it's called labia fusion. What is that? Platinum bracelet? Now you're going to have me look it up. What is that? So is that normal? Because I ain't never heard nobody else but my daughter that had that. Hold on. Let me look it up. Let me see. Oh, well, that might be what it was. She said, no, it's very rare. Well, that might be what, me looking at the picture, because it was closed. Like they when they did a flashlight, they told me to come here, and I looked, and it was closed. Like it was closed. And you know what? This wasn't my husband. I went now, my ex-husband. I told him about it because, she was going to have surgery. He said, no, don't do it. Don't do it. Wait till she's 18. I said, what? This joker said, wait till she 18. He wanted me to wait until she was 18 years old to have the surgery. She said, my grandbaby was like that, and they gave her medicine to rub down there. She was a baby, thank God. They gave you just medicine, that's it? No, they cut my baby. They did like a little incision. She says, but when a baby is born, don't they look at the baby? Don't you? Exactly. Why they mad at me? Talking about, Mom, how you didn't know, Mom? The nurses, they was like, Mom, why are you just now coming in for this? I'm like, I didn't know. And I felt bad. So I was like, I had a boy first, and my daughter was, my second child. She said, yes, now they have a cream for it. Oh, well, shoot, I thought it was something my daughter only went through. She said, it's uncommon. One of my daughters had a partial, is it called a labia fusion? Labia fusion? Yeah, well, it wasn't no cream that they gave me back then. This was back in 2001. They try to make you feel embarrassed over it. She said they should have been noticed at birth. I would think they would notice at birth too, but they didn't. She said it came open with medicine. She said, I don't think I examined my daughter that close. I guess I didn't, because I mean, damn, I was like, they so tiny and small, like you just be like, but I did not notice, honey, but I just noticed she would always just be crying and screaming, but they were like, we're going to have surgery. We're going to have to cut her open. She said, in layman terms, is when the lips are sealed together. And it looked smooth. She said, why was she crying? She had an infection, but she had an infection because, I don't know, child, please, because of this condition. Because her vajayjay was closed up, child. Her vajayjay was closed up. She said, yeah, my daughter was given a cream. This was 21 years ago. Yeah, this was, she is 22 now, so 21 years ago. Where your baby was born? It might have been the same hospital, child. No, just kidding. Same hospital. She said, my little girl ovaries went through some muscles. Oh, what? Went through some muscles? She said, I had carpal tunnel surgery December 2022. It was in my right hand. Somebody else in here just had carpal tunnel surgery because they told me. Who was that? That one that you cutie? She said, this is going to sound gross, but my endometrius was not as common. My belly button used to bleed during the time until I got the clinical trial. For real? Are you serious? Like, really? Like bleed like the same as the cycle? Oh my God. Wow. That is crazy. That is crazy. Your belly button? She said, I had carpal tunnel surgery last August. She said, yep, that's how they got a biopsy. Wow. What was the cause of that, though? Child, when I was getting ready to have my hysterectomy and they told me, they said that you won't have no more cycles. I'm like, take it all, baby. Snatch it out. Take it, baby. Take it. Yeah, that is crazy. She said they got to be 1 in a billion odds. Exactly, Ms. Heard. She said, my daughter was wondering why her diaper was never getting wet. So she took her to the hospital. Yeah, and they kept asking me that. They was like, Mom, are you changing wet diapers? I'm like, yeah. I was 29, y'all. I was 29. I ain't gonna say I was dumb, but I thought that I was looking, and apparently I wasn't looking good enough. Because when you cleaning a little girl, I guess you need your damn iPhone light on them. You know what I mean? You need the light, child. If you got a baby girl, you might want to take a light. But I used to take a little Q-tip and I used to clean down there. But girl, child, you got to take a light, honey. You hear me? She said, I thought it was going to be bad, but it was no more than 45 minutes to recovery on dominant hand is hard. Yeah. Yes, when you have a hysterectomy, they take everything. Your fallopian tubes, your ovaries, your uterus, they take it all. That whole little special thing that looked like a little, I don't know what the hell it looked like. You know what I'm talking about. That whole little thing, they take the whole thing. And I haven't had a cycle since, and that was 2014. I haven't had a cycle in almost 10 years, baby. Matter of fact, February made it 10 years. I haven't had a cycle in 10 years. 10 years. 10 years, baby. But just because you had a hysterectomy and don't have a cycle, you still go through some symptoms. Like I still crave soda, chocolate during a certain time of the month. I still get grouchy, snap, get moody at a certain time of the month. So you still go through the same, symptoms of when you're on a cycle. You just don't, you're just not in, changing pads and shit. You know what I mean? But you go through the same, you be ready to cuss a mofo out. And it's harder to deal with because your spouse looking at you like, what the hell is wrong with you? And you just be all, she said, yep, your breasts even get tender. See, I ain't got no real breasts. This ain't no real breast. So my breasts don't get tender, but I can only imagine if you have them. Because just because you don't have, just because you ain't on your cycle don't mean that you ain't going through them emotions, honey. You be ready, you catch yourself ready to cuss somebody out. They don't understand. You can't say, oh, I'm on my cycle. She said it has given me relief about 97%. The surgery site gets stiff when it rains, but the numbness is completely gone. I can also hold a pencil correctly again. Okay, Rashida. She said, partial here, dang, fibroids kept coming back after 2 removal surgeries. The third time I said, no more. Okay. She said, I always feel so yucky on my cycle. Yes, girl, let me tell you. Oh, my God. That right there, I don't know what God was doing, playing with us like that. But I was in BDU's military uniform, y'all. Woo, Jesus, them years. And girl, my cycle came on while I was in a training in class. Girl, it was horrible. I mean, so horrible. My cycle was so horrible. It's like, my cycle was like a stab well. I used to bleed like a stab, like it was so much. And the doctor even said, he was like, damn, like it was crazy. He was like, nah, you shouldn't be bleeding like this. You should not be bleeding like this. And I would be weak. When my cycle came on, I was weak. I just was drained because I bled so much. I would bleed through my uniform. So anyway, the doctor was like, you should not be bleeding like this. So it was crazy. That right there, I do not miss at all. I'm telling you, I would soak my uniform up, soak it up, boom, done. It would be crazy. So I soaked the uniform up. I had my the girl that was sitting next to me. I leaned over and I said, I need your jacket. And she was like, what's going on? And I said, my cycle just came on and I bled through my pants. And she was like, oh my God, no. She took her jacket off and gave it to me. And I wrapped her jacket around my waist. But even when I got up, there was, and I know this is disgusting, y'all, but there was blood in the chair. She wiped it up for me. I couldn't believe it. That's what a battle buddy would do for you right there. And that's what you call somebody that really got your back. You understand what I'm saying? But I wrapped her jacket around my waist and I went to the bathroom, and then I had to tell my trainer, I said, I got to go. I got to go back to my room. I said, I'm done. I'm done. I'm done. And men don't understand. He's like, but I don't understand. We only got 30 more minutes. You can't wait 30. No, I can't wait 30 more minutes. I gotta go. Okay? I ain't sitting here with all soaked in soil and you talking about we got 30 more minutes. I gotta go. Mother Nature said I gotta go. They be like, okay. No, I can't wait 30 more minutes. He said, well, we you can't just hold on. No. Did you just hear what I just said to you? It was so difficult trying to explain shit that was going on with you to a man. You know what I mean? Like, no, I cannot wait. No, I gotta go. He was like, okay, well, if you must, I must. Crazy. Yes, I must. She said, I didn't have heavy bleeding, but would crawl to the bathroom, nausea, diarrhea, fever, sweating. What a mess. Diet plays a huge role. Wow. Yeah. That sounds painful. She said, men never understood what our bodies go through. No. She said, we would just tell our leadership, I'm a girl this week. That's what y'all used to say, I'm a girl this week. She said, I used to have heart palpitations every time I started my cycle, for real. She said, there's so many women suffering things in silence, especially Black women. That's true. That is true. And men really don't want to hear about it. They be like, okay, all right. Just go. I'm like, okay. That's what you do. You just start getting graphic with them. She said, I have been premenopause for 10 years now. Now I bleed so crazy heavy. Doctor said it can be normal before entering menopause. Really? How old are you, Miss Hurt? Are you in your 40s, 50s? She said, I would be scared to laugh too hard on my cycle. Everything just squishy. Man, that cycle ain't no joke, baby. She said, have you thought about having a uterine embobilation procedure? What is that, Lady E? Yeah. She said, girl, some of these men keep up with your shit better than you. Now listen, my husband used to buy my pads and my daughter pads. Listen, I'm telling you, my husband had bought it all. He'd have been in the store and bought it all. You hear me? She said, they say that because I haven't had a period for almost a year, and they told me that that's premenopausal and I haven't had no side effects. Yeah. She said, now my cycle comes when it wants to, LOL, like every 4 months. Really? Wow. She said, I got annoyed when a Black doctor mocked me for going vegan. I changed her in a blink and got a very understanding Jewish male doctor. She mocked you? She says, I'm considering it for my fibroids. What, a hysterectomy? A full hysterectomy? She said, I've been past that for about 15 years. Yeah, mine 10 years, Sharon. Mine's 10 years. She said, I'm so damn glad to see menopause. I didn't know what to do. You were so glad to see it? Girl, bye. Why? She said they are awful in the healthcare system. When you have fibroids, they go in and close off the fluid, and the fibroids are supposed to shrink over time. Wow. You got yours in 2019? Yeah, I mean, I'm glad I ain't gotta, and then listen, you gain weight at first, and then you're gonna lose it. You're gonna gain some weight. I don't know if it's stress weight or what, but then you're gonna lose it. You're just gonna wake up one day and just start losing weight. You're gonna see yourself gaining, and then you're just gonna start losing it. After your hysterectomy, I would say maybe a couple of years after your hysterectomy. Well, it's gonna take maybe a year to gain it, maybe, or you probably start seeing it like the 4th or 5th month. You'll start seeing yourself picking up weight, but after about 2 years, you're just gonna start losing weight. Because that's what I was. I got kind of full. Like I was bigger when I first got my hysterectomy than I am now. And it's not like I did anything to lose the weight. You're just gonna start losing it. I think when you get older, you start losing weight anyway and looking all tiny and shriveled up. That's why I don't want to look small. That's why I'm like, I'm gonna keep my weight. Hey Teresa, she said, hey sis, Amor, and everyone. Just wanted to say, Amor, you are the best, and blessings to you and your family always in Jesus' name. Woo! Thank you, Teresa, girl. Thank you, thank you. Same to you, baby. She said, my husband bought our pass as well. I was too embarrassed. I eventually had a partial hysterectomy in 1995 and haven't had a cycle since. That's been a long time. But why was you embarrassed? You was embarrassed that he bought your pass, or you was too embarrassed to buy pass? She says, I didn't have to bleed no more. What are you talking about? Oh, that's why you wanted a menopause? She said, talking about Black people and their meats and what I'm going to do when I visit home, blah, blah, blah. We get ignored enough to deal with insensitive doctor. I am a talkative person, and to be honest with you, like I have to connect with my doctor on a personal level. And if I can't connect with because you got to think about it. You paying your doctor, whether it's your insurance that you pay for, right? Your insurance that you pay for, or your workplace pay for, right? So you can hire them, and if y'all ain't gelling well, get another one. They work for you, right? That's how I look at it. So if I can't connect to my doctor on a personal level, I get a different one too. Forget that. I'm not gonna have a doctor that don't understand me and I don't understand her, and we ain't gelling well. Heck no. Because you paid for that doctor. I feel that way with my dentist. If I say like a little slide joke or whatever, and they get too serious and don't want to hee hee ha ha or even smile, oh yeah, I'm like, yeah, nah, we ain't connecting. We ain't connecting. Okay. Not over no one time, maybe like 2 or 3. I'm trying to lighten the mood, and they just like want to be all stuck in the mud. I'm like, yeah, no, I don't want that doctor. I'll change my doctor in a minute. Now in the military, we had to see whoever the hell they gave us just because, She said, I went to school to be a meteorologist and a storm chaser. Now I'm a real estate agent. That's one day listen. Oh, that's what you do? Listen, this is what we're going to do. One day we're going to come on live, and we're going to, I like what you just said. One day we're going to have a live, maybe tomorrow we're going to have a live, right? And we're going to talk about what did we start off and what did we end up? Because Lord, let me tell you, what did we want to be? And what did we start off wanting to be or went to school to be? And what did we end up being? Because I did not know I was about to be a military officer, an HR officer, because, girl, I wanted to be a pilot, scared of heights. I wanted to be a dermatologist, right? I wanted to be a dentist. No, I didn't want to be a dentist. I wanted to be an orthodontist. It's a difference. I wanted to be a pilot, a dermatologist, and an orthodontist. Then I wanted to be a lawyer. You know what I'm saying? And what am I? A retired officer, now YouTuber or social media person, influencer, vlogger, blogger, content creator, whatever you want to call it. But tomorrow, I want us to go live and I want us to talk about, y'all can even come on the panel if you want to and say, what did you start out? What was your major? What did you want to be? What did you tell everybody you was going to be? And then what did you end up being? Oh yeah, I left out accountant too. Mine was accountant, dermatologist, pilot, orthodontist, and a lawyer. And for a slight second, and I mean a slight second, maybe 2 days, I wanted to be a police officer. Maybe just 2 days, just 2 days. I wanted to be a police officer, and I snapped out of that shit. Like, what the hell? What the hell? The hell? I would have been a bomb-ass police officer. I don't know what you're talking about, child. I probably would have. She's in the morning, ladies. When you were growing up, if you could be anything, what would you have been? I'll go first. I wanted to be an actress so bad. We're going to talk about it tomorrow, Angela. We're going to have this tomorrow. We are going to have this tomorrow. I think this will be a great topic, okay? We're going to talk about what was your dreams, what was your goals, and now what did you end up doing? Now, y'all better not be like, I want to do all this, and I end up a stripper. So I don't even know what we're going to name it. Yes, I wanted to be a pilot. Don't ask me why, but I did. I was like, I'm going to be a pilot. I want to fly planes through the clouds, through the sky. I wanted to fly, child. I wanted to be a pilot, child. Your girl wanted to be a pilot, okay? And I said to myself, when I was in college, you know how when you in college and you go to your educational counselor, what do they call them? I don't know, whatever it is, your counselor in school. You know what I'm talking about. Your career counselor, not career counselor, whatever it is. I'm thinking of military. But you have a counselor, academic counselor. That's what it is, my academic counselor. And they look at your credits and everything. And he was like, well, you only really need 2 classes and you can have a business degree, or, you know, you can your major with all the credits you have. I mean, you really only need 1 more class and you could be this. And you get so burnt down and tired of school and you be like, well, just give me that then. I'll do that. I'll do that. Give me that one. That right there. I'll take that. That's what happened to me, y'all. That's what happened to me, baby. That's exactly what happened to me. I was like, I'll take it. Let's go. HR, come on, HR. Let's get it. Let's get it. And I ended up an HR manager. Did I ever think I was going to be an HR manager? Hell no. No. But sometime we might start off on one path and we end up all the way something left. She said, pilots make good money. They sure do. I should have been a pilot. But girl, we're going to talk about that tomorrow. We're going to talk about what we wanted and what we went to school to start our career. And what did we end up doing? What did we end up doing? Y'all know when we little, they say, what do you want to be when you grow up? And you say, I want to be a teacher. I want to be a police officer. I want to be a fireman. Then you get older, like, what are you? Well, I work at the grocery store. I'm a Kmart manager. I'm a Walmart manager. You know, I own a franchise. I own McDonald's. I own something. She said, JROTC had me want to be a sharpshooter. That's funny. You wanted to be a sniper. You wanted to take them out, Lady E. She said, JROTC had me want to be a sharpshooter. Girl, you funny. She said, I just wanted to chase tornadoes. Hey, that seemed like fun while you playing. That got to be a cool ass job, chasing tornadoes. She said, do you have a conceal and carry? Who? Do I? License? No, I don't have a conceal and carry license. I have a no. In North Carolina, you just had to register. My weapon is registered, but I never got a conceal and carry. If you're talking about me, unless you're talking about the one that wanted to be a sniper. She said a sniper. She says never me or more being a pilot. I wanted to be a professional ice skater for real. Lorraine, you want to be spun around, and ain't nothing wrong being no ice skater, girl. I wish I did know how to skate. Do you know how to skate? She said, I wanted to be a newscaster. Still do one day. Do it. Listen, I think you should. She says, back then you could even earn an associate degree in high school. They don't have home ec in school no more, or wood shop. You know, they changed it. It's called, it's not home ec anymore. It's, I know what it is because my daughter, it's something dealing with a job. Do y'all know what it is? What they call it now? Where they train you, you can still get an associate's now in school. I don't know what it's called, but it's something. But my daughter, I don't know what it's called, but they have something the way you can come out with a skill in high school now. She said, it was cool until your ass is about to be in that damn tornado. But look, the tornado only just gonna whirl me around and send me to Kansas somewhere. It's just gonna send me to Kansas. That's it. It's gonna fly me to Kansas. I'll be just fine, girl. Fly in the wind. You know what I mean? Oh my gosh. She said, I heard pellets were good for hot flashes, but sex drive and energy. My boo in trouble. I did hear that the pellets were good. We'll talk about that one day too. I did get the pellets because they said that, you know, with me having cancer before, that it wouldn't be good for my hormones, or, you know, it may interfere with, you know, what I got going on or whatever. But I actually know some people that die by that, Georgiana. They go every 3 months and get that pellet. They they do a little cut in your butt area, and they stick the pellet in there, and then they stitch it back up. I heard that thing is actually good. The people that take it, I mean, you know, the people that have it. So they wouldn't let me get it though. But some people swear by that pellet, baby. Especially, well, those doctors that who died by the pellet? Somebody died? She said, what is it for? It's supposed to regulate your hormones. I've never heard of anybody dying from the pellet. She said, I don't want to be cut. Well, it's a small incision. Very, very small. It's just, they cut you, put it in there, stitch it back up. It's very, very small. Surgery is not bad. It's not going through your muscle tissue or anything like that. And it's like your butt. Let me show you. It's in your butt area. It's hormone therapy. Those doctors that you go to, look how small it is. Let me show you. Those, it's called like homopathical doctors or something like that. Homopathical. I might be saying it wrong. When I tell you this thing is so small, look. Oh, shoot. Look how small it is. They just put it in you. It's the, bioidentical hormone therapy. Let me see. Let me see if they're going to show where they cut you at. I guess they ain't going to show you. Hold on. Okay, right here. Well, it look like they inserting it. Do they not cut you no more? Well, it look like they shoot it up in you. I thought they cut you. The one I went to told me they cut you and put it in there, but it looked like all these look different than what he told me that was gonna happen to me. No. And then you do the patch too. You could do the patch if you want to. That regulates your hormones too. I tried to do the patch before, and I did the patch for a while actually. She said, I need a membership. I want to be green too. Rock with you more. Okay, girl, let me drop that link for you, girl. Let me go get that link. She said, all natural for me. I am 6 years in menopause. I have no menstrual. I'm fine with no menstrual. Yes. But when you say all natural, you don't use no hormone therapy. Some people just drink soy milk. I don't like it. My sister told me just drink soy milk and it'll help you out. I don't like soy milk. I think it's disgusting. She said the patches are messy and gets on your panties, the glue on it. No, you put the patch on your stomach though. How it get in your panties? The patch goes like on your stomach. And they don't come off until you take it off. The patches are not messy. Hold on, let me get you that link so you can become a member. I appreciate it. Let me explain the membership to you guys too. Hold on one second. Give me a second here. Hold on. Here it goes. Wait a minute. Why I can't click on it? Okay, here we go. All right, this is for the membership, and I'm going to explain the membership. The membership here on YouTube is to help sponsor my channel, okay? Yes, I will definitely do some member-only content, but it's mainly to help sponsor my channel. It's like a sponsorship, okay? You know how when you pay for Netflix or Hulu or HBO or whatever the case may be, you pay a monthly fee. So becoming a member is you're helping sponsor my channel, okay? And I got 3 levels. I got 1, 2, and 3 or whatever. You know what I mean? To help sponsor the channel. So you can check that out. Now, my group on Facebook, my subscription group on Facebook, because some people say explain the difference in the two. My group on Facebook is if you want to see me behind the scenes. That I'm going to be doing things like I might take y'all shopping with me, just be drinking coffee and talking to you guys. Get ready with more, you know, if I'm going somewhere like to a concert or out to a fancy restaurant or something like that. If I'm getting dressed, getting ready, I might say, hey, help me get dressed and stuff like that. But it's going to be the behind the scenes and different alerts or updates or important things that's just dealing with me. That's what my Facebook is going to be about. So you'll get to see the more, you know, even though I'm real all the way around, but it's certain things I won't do on camera for everybody to see, like, you know, getting dressed. And y'all saw my hair in rare form this morning when I came on with y'all, child, because that hair was thirsty, baby. That hair was really thirsty. And I had to do some stuff to that hair. You hear me? So my Facebook is a more behind the scenes. It says behind the scenes with the more. That's going to be the real authentic, which I'm authentic anyway. But that's behind the scenes. That's if you want to connect with me on a personal level. But my membership on YouTube is to help sponsor me, sponsor my channel for me to come and bring y'all stories and different things that's going on, I'll be bringing on YouTube. And I don't have a story tonight because I've been out shopping all day. Not shopping. What am I talking about? House hunting all day, honey. We done looked at 3 houses today. So, but I got some video footage that I'm going to post later about me looking at houses. So that's the difference, okay? She said Facebook sounds more intimate. Yes, Facebook's going to be way more intimate. Y'all probably going to see me in, you know, just a little t-shirt or something or whatever, just getting dressed and getting ready. And yeah, if y'all want to connect with me on a more personal level, then yeah, my Facebook. And I'll drop that link as well. But my YouTube is to help sponsor this channel because, honey, y'all already know, without y'all memberships, y'all know I keep it a buck with y'all. I ain't got a lot of y'all. Without memberships, super chats, super stickers, YouTube ain't really paying a whole lot, especially with the small amount of subscribers I had. Oh, Lord, I got almost 4,000 subscribers, child. What I'm going to do, child? I got almost 4,000. But, honey, y'all know it ain't. YouTube pay pennies, baby. They pay pennies. So without the sponsorship, and then, you know, every now and again, if y'all bless a sister with a super stickers, a super chat or something like that, that helps get you paid on YouTube. And for those that didn't cancel, look at me throwing my little shade. My little shade. For those that didn't cancel the course, I will be having it next week. Okay, I was just waiting for a little stuff to die down. Y'all know we was in World War V and shit. So, but I'm gonna have that class that I was telling y'all about next week. So now I think I only have like 4 people or something that's gonna be Glenn. I know you one of them, and it's gonna be Glenn. That I know of, Michelle, Tinkers. I think just y'all 3. It might just, is it somebody else? I thought it was another one. Because I know I had some and they requested their funds back. They said they do not want to do my class, child. And that's fine, baby. What am I looking for? Oh, I know what I'm looking for. This is what I'm looking for. Hold on. We're going to do that next week. I think the air going to be, you know, clear next week, okay? She said, are we doing Zoom? No, we're going to do it on YouTube, but I'm going to see, it's just going to be a YouTube just for us, okay? It's going to be a YouTube just for us. I'm going to send you a link. It's going to be an unlisted YouTube. And I'm going to show you how to do that. I'm going to show you how to do that. That's pretty cool, too. You can actually do a YouTube. You can do a live like this, and only person that can be in it is somebody that have the link. So unless y'all just go pass the link out to somebody, only you guys will be able to look at it. All right, what am I looking for? Okay, this right here. Here we go. Hold on. But I'm probably going to teach you way more than just basics because there's a lot of stuff that you could do. And then the more I learn, the more I will teach you guys as well. But hold on. Here we go, right here. All right, so how do I pin this? Copy. This is my personal, if you want to connect with me on a more personal level, this is on Facebook. It's called Behind the Scenes with Amora. And let me see if I can pin it. Oh, I can. So now it's pinned. It's pinned on Facebook. So I guess when you go to Facebook now, let me see. Yep. It is like, oh, I can know. I got all this pinned. Oh. Well, let me unpin this since I'm not in Vegas no more. Hold on. How do I unpin this? How do you unpin it? I don't even know how to unpin this. I don't know how to make it not up. Oh, manage. Okay, manage. Manage. Oh, I didn't know. I didn't know you could do that. Just learn something. Okay. All right. That's pretty cool. Okay. So anyway, y'all, she said, so my Facebook name is different name. Will that make a difference? For which one you talking about, Michelle? Make a difference for what? She said, I like you more and have been watching you since August 2023. Thank you, Michelle. What do you mean? Make your Facebook name is different. Oh, no. She said, I'm still working on getting my subscription back. But when I got my bank account hacked, it's been pure hell. But no, it will be soon. It's really been an inconvenience. How'd you get your bank account hacked? She said, I've been trying to get into that group and it's saying this content is not available. Some people said it. Is it saying that now? All right, hold on. You know what? Hold on. I think I know why it's saying that. Let me see. I know that guy. Let me see. Hold on. I think I know what it is. Click on that one right there. See if that works. Click on that one. Tell me if that one works. Oh, my membership has went up. Let me see. My membership has went up. I see y'all in there. I see y'all in there. Okay. Oh, look at you. Look at old Mika Meek. Look at you, Miss Fancy Girl. Your short self. What year did you go to Dubai? Oh, Talia, you make me want to cry, girl. That's really sweet. And listen, in the group, we need to read each other's posts because like this was very nice. I like that, girl. I'm gonna respond to you too when I get off. I'm gonna read all these posts and I'm going to respond. I thought that was really sweet. You guys are really, really writing really nice things in this group, and I like it because we're gonna stay positive. You know what I'm saying? We ain't gotta be mean girls. We ain't gotta be hateful. But y'all, let me show y'all this house I went into today, honey, that I already done posted into the group. Hold on one second. Now, this was a nice house, but it's going to be a no for me. But girl, look at this grand entrance right here. Look at this entrance. Isn't it? Oh, let me not. Hold on. Because I don't want to post the comments. Hold on. Look at this, y'all. Could you live here? Could you live here? Look at this. Could you live here, y'all? Isn't it nice? Now, this was a nice house, right? But it needs some tender loving care. Now, and it's not even that much a month. It's a 4-bedroom. It's brown now. It's brown, child. It's a whole lot of brown. But it needs some tender loving care. She said, it's telling me the content isn't available. It looks like you have it set to private. I do have it set to private, but everybody else has been getting in. Who used that link and was able to get in? Somebody said search for it in the browser. What does that mean, search for it in the browser? Oh, put it in your Facebook browser? Is that what you're saying? So the house is nice, but it needs some tender loving care because whoever was in it just left it. You know what I'm saying? They moved their stuff out and left abruptly. So the lights have been off for a while. A lot of stuff have been off for a while. And I'm assuming the water has been off for a while. So I don't know what's going on with it, but it's actually under the price of all the other houses. I mean, it's actually the cheapest house we've looked at. It's the cheapest house we've looked at. It's only $3,000 a month, where all the other houses are like $4,000, $4,200, $4,100, $3,900. This is only $3,000 a month. And it looks nice, but we're like, So we're not going to go with this one. We're going to go with the one that we seen on the, that has the beautiful water. It's nice. I wish it was the same price. But this grand entrance, I thought the grand entrance was really, really nice. So, yeah. Yes, it's nice. She said, get in there and put your touch in it. I thought about it, but then what if it has mold or something? Because we saw some paint chipping by the door. And we like, wait a minute, this sounds like some doggone foundation problems, because why is the paint chipping from the inside of the house? So we like, yeah, this might be some type of foundation problem, and we don't want to move in there and then they be like, oh yeah, well, you about to be, the house about to fall off a cliff, or no, I'm just saying, but but my husband and I think it's foundation issues. And it's hella brown, honey. It's hella brown. Do y'all like brown? I like brown, but I think this is a little bit too brown because my furniture is brown. So my furniture and my house would be brown. She said, I have a page and not a profile. Is it not? It's still not letting pages in there, because I thought I fixed that today. Cutie. Check and see it again. She said, just go to your page, click the link to subscribe. She said, I've never had menopause. So thankful. I'm 60. No people have gone through it. Now, you know what? My aunt never had menopause either, and she's in her 70s. So you are one lucky chick, girl. You are lucky. You've never had menopause and you're 60? And girl, you look good. 60 years old. Well, that must be a picture from 20 years ago. 60 years old. Let me look like you when I get 60, girl. We're going to be turning up, honey. We're going to be turning up. But no, somebody wrote in the group, and I thought, and I'm not going to say who it was, but they wrote a really nice comment saying that they are enjoying the piece in so many words. I ain't going to say word for word. Y'all can go read it. But they are really enjoying the piece, baby, and I'm loving it. Because you don't have to have I ain't going to take no shots. But I love the piece too. I love the piece. I love the piece. I love the piece. She said a little paint would do the trick. But if the paint is chipping from if the inside of the house paint is chipping by the door, that means foundational problems, right? She said, that's a beautiful entrance. Yes, it is. Very beautiful. She said, I like the brown tones. You like it? Somebody is saying, if you've never been in menopause, do you still have a period? Do you have a cycle, Sherry? She said foundation or mold. See, foundation or mold problem. I don't want to deal with either one of them. Yeah, because the lights has been off, the water has been off. I'm sure the AC and the heat has been off. She said, I'm loving the peace too. Yes, girl, ain't nothing wrong with a little piece in your life, baby. A little piece of this, a little piece of that, a little piece of this. Who wants to play bingo tonight? Raise your hand if you want to play bingo tonight, baby. We are going to play. Somebody already sent me money. Who sent me money? Who sent me money? Thank you, Lashina. Thank you, girl. She's so funny. Are you in here, Lashina? She said, yes, the paint could be old. She said, I had a full hysterectomy 7 years ago, and I have only experienced hot flashes. Them hot flashes is enough, though, girl. Woo, child. Them hot flashes that had you speaking in tongues for real, child. I done stuck my head in the refrigerator many times. Tell me I'm the only one. Tell me that you ain't opened the freezer or the refrigerator and stuck your head in that mofo. Tell me I'm the only one that was driving down the road and it was cold outside and you roll down the window and stick your head out. Tell me I'm the only one. Child, them hot flashes come, people like, When I have hot flashes, I don't know why I do this, but I be wanting people to be quiet. I be like, hold on, just be quiet. Hold on for a second, don't say nothing, don't say nothing. Hold on, just don't say nothing. Don't say nothing, don't say nothing, don't say nothing. Then I be like, okay, I'm good. They be like, mama. I'm like, because if you talk, it elevate, it escalate the hot flashes, honey. When you hear noise, it heighten it. I be in a meeting when I was in the military. I be in meetings. Hold on. Okay, I'm good, sir. What did you say, sir? She said, I'm gonna play bingo, but I'm picking 8, no damn more. She said, I'm not picking 8, no damn more. What was wrong with number 8, girl? What was wrong with number 8? What was wrong with number 8, y'all? She said, I'm 57 going through it. Those hot flashes be about to take me all the way out. You know, we never understood when our parents used to tell us about hot flashes. We're like, oh, they exaggerating. They just exaggerating shit. Now we older, we like, oh my God. I be like, why God got to punish us this way? Why he got to do this to us? Like, come on, God. Was it that bad? Them hot flashes ain't no joke. She said, oh, Lord, I feel bad for all those that still have cycles. I couldn't do it. She said, night sweats here, yes. Now, I don't have as many night sweats than I do hot flashes. I used to have night sweats, but I don't really have night sweats anymore. The hot flashes are still there, though. But the hot flashes only come for me now is when I'm stressing out. And my husband will know, like, if he around me, like, we sitting out there watching TV or something, or we holding hands, or he rubbing me, he like, you just had a hot flash, didn't you? I'm like, yeah. So if I'm stressing out, if I'm thinking, if I'm looking at something and something stressed me out, and not stressed out, not like really stressed out, but if I get heightened a little bit, like, then I get a hot flash. She said 57 and actually And the hot flashes seems to be calming down. Woo, thank you, girl. So you mean as you get older, they go away? She's I'm 54 and still have a cycle. Damn, Mary. She said black coal hash worked for me when I had flashes. Thank God my menopause is over. Black coal hash. Okay, let's look that up. I have heard of it. It's a medicine, right? Let me see. I think you're like the third person that told me that. Oh, it's a herb. What about the drops? Will the drops work? Or do you do, what form do you do it in? I see drops. Are these drops good enough? Or do you do pills? Because this look like something that you might put up under your tongue or something. You can do drops or a tea. Oh, they got it in a tea. Oh, you said you took the pill form? You know, if they got it in a tea form, that'd be great. She said starches increase hot flashes too, right? Coffee does, and I love coffee, but yeah, every time I drink coffee, I get a hot flash every single time. But that's one hot flash I'm gonna have to get. She said corn, rice, and candy make them worse. I've never heard of that. Corn, rice, and candy? Well, damn. I never heard of that. She said so do sweets. I guess I'm gonna always have a hot flash then, child. So I can't wait to bake a pound cake. She said it was recommended by my gynecologist, black cohosh, also peppermint oil, but it didn't help me. I didn't try the cohosh. Peppermint oil. She said my menopause ended last year at 51. Nice, Tina. Caffeine is the monster for me. It's the sugar that makes it worse. She said, it's amazing. Stop mine instantly. I was suffering. Oh, wow. I'm getting some, girl. You convinced me. You have convinced me, child. I'm getting some. I don't think mine might be as bad as most people because I don't really work. You know what I'm saying? But I think that if I was getting up every morning, having to go to work, punching a clock and this, that, and the other, man, I'd be cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. Seriously, I would be cuckoo for Cocoa. I'm sure I would be getting a hot flash every day if I was still working in the civilian, in the world. You know what I'm talking about? In corporate or whatever. She said, I didn't get hot flashes until my partial hysterectomy. So then that means you were medically induced. How long does it take for the black co-wash to work? She said it worked immediately for her. Co-wash. She said it was immediately. She said, can you buy that Walgreens? Well, this one right here is this is online. iherb.com. That's what came up, but let me see something. I don't see Walgreens. I see Target, but it's a pill form. I don't want it in no pills. Oh, Target got it in well, hold on. Yeah, Target has it in pill, tea, and drops. They got pill, tea, drops, caplets. And then they just have it. What is this? Oh, okay, never mind. That's capsules. I was like, it look like weed. I was like, can you smoke it? No. It just looked like that. So pill, tea, and drops. So Target has it. I don't see Walgreens. I see Amazon, Walmart. Walmart, they have it. Well, wait a minute. No, they don't. No, that ain't Walmart. Never mind. Scratch that. Walmart got something else called Equate Multi-Symptom Menopause. But Target has it. Oh, somebody did say Walmart. Oh, somebody said yes, Walgreens does have it. She said, Auntie, what's the name of your group? It's called Behind the Scenes with Amora. Behind the Scenes with Amora. She said Frankie Beverly Mays and the OJs will be in concert in Houston on April the 13th. That's an old group. I don't want to go see Frankie Beverly Mays and the OJs. That's my mama music. How old are you, Laquita? That's my, but you know what? I'm gonna go listen to Sitting on the Dock of a Bay. Let me see. Frankie Beverly. The only one I like is Joy. Pump it up. And Rain. Sunshine and Rain. Joy. That's the only thing I know they sing. What else do they sing besides that? Let me see. Let's see what else they sing.
This is me now.
Hold on. The OJs is my mama music, baby. Y'all would go see the OJs? Sitting on the dock of the bay. I might go see it just because. Just because, baby. I might just go see it just because. Hold on, let me see. Let me see.
It takes time to do good.
Hold on. I might go see it just because. Oh, shoot. What'd I do? Oh. I've been there with a whole bunch of old people. I'm going to go ask Jada if he want to go see it. So that's Frankie Beverly. Y'all would come see it. Y'all would go. Y'all saying y'all would go. I'm 51. I ain't too young for that. I thought I was too young to go see them. I don't know the music, but I dance. Y'all would? Angela said no. You wouldn't go see them? You know, it's a nice concert. It seemed like it'll be a nice sit down. Let me try the OJs. I ain't checked the OJs out in forever in the moon. Let me see. Hold on. OJs. The OJ's still alive? Hold on. The only reason I'm saying it is because didn't they I know they was playing when my mama and them was young. And my mama and them old. All right, this is the OJs. Let me see what they got going on. Hold on.
Marshall's Fires.
Let me see what the OJs got going on. She said, I'm 46 and I love that music. You do. She said, I'm 34 and I listen to it. You do. Damn, you 34 and you listen to the OJs. Now I feel bad, Lord Jesus. 34? All right, let me see what this talking about. Oh, you will go to the concert and listen to this? You used to be my girl. You used to be my girl. She said, that's the jam. Y'all would go see the OJs for real. Well, y'all might have to break down and go, I gotta see. Let me call my husband and see if he want to go see the OJs. Jay gonna be like, what? Baby, what? I'm gonna call him. He probably sleep. Nah, you know what? He probably sleep. I ain't gonna call him. It's 10 o'clock. He probably sleep. The OJs. What else they sing? Let me see. They sing For the Love of Money, Used to Be My Girl, Stairway to Heaven. Oh, let me listen to the Stairway to Heaven. Stairway to Heaven. Yeah. Da, 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 da. What day did you say they was coming? Let me look. Hold on. I'm gonna see if Jay wanna go. Let me see. I'm about to wake him up. Let me go see if Jay awake. Hold on, y'all. Don't go nowhere. Let me go see if this man is awake, honey. Guess we going to the concert. I asked for water, and there's a whole bunch of water right there. Y'all, we going to a concert. We going to a concert. When is it? Jay said, yeah, girl. We going to a concert, y'all. All right, girl. When is the concert? When is the concert? What day did you say? You said, I'm going back and look at your comment. What day did you say? I guess I could just Google it. We going to see them, honey. I guess that'll be our first concert in Houston. All right. Who did you say? Frankie, Beverly, and Maze, and the OJs. Hold on. April the 13th, Saturday. So 10 days from now. Oh, she said, read my comment. Where is it at? She said, oh, Amora Motown tribute on May 11th. Oh. Motown with all the old singers. Jay liked that type of stuff. He has an old soul. She says, can't find the page. You still have it shut down. No, I put the link. Look on my Facebook page. I have it pinned. I just pinned it on Facebook. I have it pinned on Facebook. Okay. Put that in the group, Laquita. Put that right there in the group for me, if you don't mind. Thank you, baby. She said, do you like Smokey Robinson? That man, still sexy. Went to his concert. Yeah, I mean, I'll listen to him. Now, they ain't my favorites. They my parents' favorites. But I listen to them because my husband liked this old music. My husband likes this old music. She said, take us with you. Well, I will, girl. You know I will. I will. She said, that was my auntie's song, God Rest Her Soul, Stairway to Heaven. Oh, was it? Yes, God Rest Her Soul. She says, I went to John Legend concert. The music was so good. I had my hands raised like praise and worship. And my friend elbowed me like, hey, we are not in church. He was like this, hey. so funny. She said, are we playing donation bingo tonight? Yes, we are. We about to play it in a few minutes, baby. She said, yes, definitely would go see him. Frankie O, I love We Are One. Oh, that's the name of the song? Who wants to play bingo, baby? I mean, who wants to donate to bingo? Who wants to donate tonight? Raise your hand, raise your hand. Listen, we about to play bingo, y'all. We're going to end this live because, you know, I don't like that to be on my live. So we're going to end this one and we're going to come back in about 3 minutes and play bingo, okay? Make sure y'all thumbs up this video. Thank y'all so very much for rocking with me. I appreciate it. I like our little talks, our little chats, our little girl talks. You know what I mean? I love this. I absolutely love it. She said, we need the backstabber song. You smile. Hold on before I leave. Hold on before we leave. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. She says, no, Amor, 57 or more. My song is We Are One. Oh, you're 57. You're 57? Thank you, Tina, for that membership. Oh, let me see. Anybody else? Okay. Thank you for that membership. I appreciate that. Hold on. All the time you want to take your place, the backstabbers. Hold on. Oh, wait a minute. Amber Alert. Hold on, y'all. Amber Alert. 30 pounds, 2 foot 0 tall, brown eyes, brown. Oh, Lord, somebody child. Somebody done took somebody's child, y'all. I just got an alert, an Amber Alert, honey. She said, that's my shit in my Moore's voice. That's my shit. That's my shit. That's my shit. That's my shit. Thank you, Michelle. That's my shit. That's my shit. Thank you, Making Moves, for renewing your membership or getting a membership. I appreciate that. Let me see how many members I have now, y'all. I looked, and believe it or not, I lost and I gained, and I lost and I gained. Let's see where we at. Let's see where we at, y'all. Then we're going to play bingo. Then we're going to play bingo. Then we're going to play bingo. But let me see. The Amber Alert came up there and it won't even go away, y'all. It won't go away. She said they want to take your place. Thank you, Tinkers, for that super chat. It says a smile in your face. Backstabbers. Backstabbers. So look, I had 447. I went down to 375. And guess where I'm at now? Guess where I'm at now, y'all? I had 447. I went down to 375. And now I am at 395. Yes, I have 395 members. 395. But 5 of them are gifts. So I really just have 390. Because 5 of them, I just saw that. 5 of them are gifts. Hold on, let me see. They must be because, hold on. Unless they just counting. Wait a minute, let me see. Yeah, 5 of them are gifts. So somebody must have given 5 people a membership. So I have 390, but well, I have 395, but 5 of them are gifts. So look at that. Look at that. You hear me? Look at that. So I lost and I'm gaining. I lost. I was at 447. So 447. How many subscribers? My subscribers are at 3986. 14 away from 4,000. I'm going to celebrate when I get to 4,000. If you are not a subscriber, please subscribe to my channel. Subscribing is absolutely free. But if you would like to become a sponsor, please join my membership. That helps sponsor my channel. That is a monthly subscription that helps sponsor my channel. I would appreciate it. And thank you. Wait a minute. Did you give me another super chat? Thank you. Who did that? Tinkers? I got 2. Thank you, Tinkers girl. Tinkerbell, you so funny. She said, Tinker, don't tell your age. She telling her age, ain't she? Tinker said they smiling in your face. She said, are you on tonight? Yes, I am. I'm getting ready to do it right now, Miss Dimples. I'm getting ready to play right now. All right, y'all. I'm going to cut this live off. Stay right there. Go grab you some water and then come right back. Don't stay right there. Go grab you some water. Go use the bathroom and then come right back. We about to do bingo. And we're going to do bingo with music tonight, y'all. We're going to do bingo with music, okay? All right, y'all. Thank y'all. Love y'all. Mwah. See y'all in 3 minutes. Bye. Oh, somebody's sending me money. Who just sent that? Rachel. Wait a minute. She said, what did she say? Hold on, y'all. She said, go get you some Cokes, 2 Cokes, and the oldie show. Thank you, Rachel. Mwah. Thank y'all. See y'all in 3 minutes. Bye.